Good morning and welcome to Perfect Pair. I'm Kara Balmer.
And I'm Nancy Jurek.
And this is Perfect Pair.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Perfect Pair. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Thursday morning. I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's been wild.
I don't know if it's so beautiful either. It's kind of cloudy.
It's a little cloudy.
But
the weather's nice. Like it's not, well, it was raining. Oh. I don't know. It's nice.
We're here.
We made it. Anyway, again, thank you for joining us. Be sure to like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
We have a great show for you today.
We do. All right. So the quilt's on set.
Quilt's on set. So behind us is a jewel that I made recently for my dad. I'll be giving it to him on Father's Day. I'll talk more about it later. And then behind Mr. GP, our wonderful producer, is a Lucy quilt. And that I think was made with an older bundle, I think called Cascade.
Yes, that sounds right.
But unfortunately we're out of that one, but we have some similar ones.
Yeah. We for sure do.
So yeah, those are our beautiful quilts. And we have a delicious drink with us today for our recipe.
So we went with a drink this time, just because it's National Mimosa Day. So we thought we would make some mimosas.
I have no problem with that.
No. So we have some mimosas this morning. They're
very good.
Yeah, it's a pineapple mimosa. So I just took a Prosecco and some pineapple juice, mixed them kind of half and half, threw in some pineapple chunks, and yeah, it's just kind of fruity and refreshing.
It's delicious, and it's a great way to start a Thursday morning.
For sure. We chose mimosa today, obviously because it's National Mimosa Day, but when I was looking up just different recipes, because I know there's tons of different mimosas out there now than just the traditional orange juice and champagne. So we went with the pineapple today, but there's also, I saw half pineapple juice and half champagne, but then stick a wedge or a sliver of jalapeno in it.
Ooh,
I thought about
wild
it.
over here.
I know.
Kara.
I know.
Wild.
I know.
That does sound good, though.
Yeah, it does. It's interesting, like how those spicy drinks have become such a thing, and they are good. Like
They're
I
really
think
good.
Gudrun just had one on Happy Friday last week or the week before. She had a spicy one. Those are good. There's also like in substituting the orange juice for blood orange juice.
I've heard that that's really good.
Mm-hmm. So that was another one I found. And then, let's see, what was the other one? Oh, pear. Like pear juice.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah. So
That'd be good.
tell us if you guys have any other fun mimosa recipes out there that you've tried that are not your typical mimosa. We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Any other fun national days?
Yes, we have National Classic Movie Day.
Do you have a favorite classic movie?
I do. And I don't know if we really get to call this a classic yet. It might not be quite old enough, but Pretty Woman.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
I like it. My favorite is The Sting.
Yeah.
It's an older movie. I had to watch it in like high school for a film class I did.
And you love it.
I loved it.
I have
was
never
great.
seen it. I'm going to have to check it out.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
So that one I definitely would say is a classic. Mine's probably on the edge.
I think it's a classic now.
Yeah. Feels like I just watched it for the first time yesterday. Might have been 35 years ago, but I just watched it yesterday.
It's a great movie.
Yes, it is also National Barbecue Day. So in my world, barbecue means two different things. We have barbecues, which are sloppy joes, but we always call them barbecues, or barbecuing, like on the grill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your favorite thing to barbecue?
Oh, gosh. Okay, so if I'm making something on the grill, hamburgers, because they're the best. But if I'm having something with like barbecue sauce,
But yeah, there's another take on it, on the barbecue.
pulled pork is so good. I love it.
It's also do something good for your neighbor day. I'm trying to think, what have we done recently for our neighbors? Anything that comes to mind for you?
Not really. One neighbor is it's a vacant house, and the other one never comes out of her house.
Oh, so you've got quiet neighbors.
Very quiet, and there's a cemetery in back of me. So
Oh,
extra
you
quiet.
really quiet neighbors.
Well, tell me, you were talking about a town festival or something.
Oh, yes. So in northern Minnesota, in Argyle, my son was just talking about how Meet Your Neighbor Day, he was wondering if that was coming up. Well, Meet Your Neighbor Day happens in Argyle, Minnesota at the end of June. And it is just a fun, like, weekend for the town to celebrate summer, to celebrate each other. Of course, there's a parade. My son just reminded me that he remembers they'd throw paper plates out of an airplane, and then it would have dollar amounts written on it or dollars on it, and then they could pick it up. So it's kind of a fun way to celebrate your neighbors.
That's cute.
It's still going on. It's still a big thing. My sister-in-law lives there, and I know they're super busy that weekend and have a blast.
That sounds like a fun town festival.
Yeah.
I like it. And I apologize, I just realized my mic wasn't on, so our wonderful producers helped me with that.
Yes.
So, anyway.
It is also honor your LGBTQ elders.
Awesome. We have
Yes.
Pride coming up in June.
We do have Pride coming up in
So,
June.
yay.
Mhm. Yes. We have National Piercing Day, which is like just you were 2 days early? 3 days early?
Yeah, something like
Something
that.
like that.
I just got my ears pierced on
Yes.
Saturday, me and Clara. So it was a fun day.
Yes.
Mine didn't hurt as bad because they had been previously pierced and closed up. Clara said hers hurt a lot, but she's also kind of a wimp when it comes to pain. But she didn't show any expressions at all when she got pierced.
Oh.
It was weird when she told me it hurt really bad. I'm like, really? Because you didn't flinch. So,
It's National Biographers Day.
all right.
Do you know any biographers?
No.
Okay.
Do you?
No. It's also the National Sea Monkey Day. Where would we be without sea monkeys?
We were talking about this, and Mr. KP had no idea what sea monkeys were, so I had to give him a brief lowdown.
Yeah.
But I found that pretty funny. He's just too young.
Right. Do you feel better now that you know what sea monkeys are?
Do you
Did
want
you want me
some?
to get some for you? Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about what you've been up to lately.
Yeah, so it's, as usual, a busy month. My kiddos, Clara and Oscar, were in their middle school play. So Clara did lights, taken after me.
Oh, yes, behind the scenes.
That's a terrible picture, and I'm sorry, but it was fast. And then Oscar was just hanging out. Oscar was in the play, right there. So yeah, it was a cute little play. You know, middle school. I don't know what else to say about it, but they did a great job. And then Oscar was part of, he won his school's geography bee.
Oh,
So-
that's what Geo was. I'm like, what's a Geo bee? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, yep. So it was 5th through 8th grade, and he's in 5th grade, so he beat the
Wow.
other kids.
How
yeah,
cute.
he's pretty excited about that. He did a great job, so yay, Oscar. And then
Yes.
again, Oscar had an honor band performance. So that's when they select a few kids from each school district to do this honor band, and this time it was at Chanhassen High School, which is massive.
Yeah.
And he loved it, and it was a great experience. So I'm excited for him. Let's see, what else? There was lacrosse.
Oh,
Lacrosse
she's
has started.
playing goalie.
Yes, Elsa loves lacrosse, and they need goalies, and the coach was like, if you don't like running, you should be a goalie.
It's true.
So I was like, on top of that, and I don't have the heart to tell you that she's going to get really, really hot. I'm going to let her find out herself. But hey, more power to her.
Right.
You know, and then we also finished one of her quilts for the fair, which is a quilt based off of the book The Little Ghost Who Was a Quilt. So that's hers.
That's so cute.
And it's so cute. She loves it. If you haven't found this book yet, it is adorable. It's a children's book. It's adorable, and I love it. So yeah,
Yes,
that's one of her
awesome.
fair projects. She's in the process of another quilt, and then
You
wants
are
to make a third one.
busy.
We'll see. But yeah, so I think that's all I've been up to.
All you've been up to. Mine's kind of.
Maybe. How about you?
We had a little lacrosse ourselves, and then we had Gudrun and Michael and I went to H&H. And I know Gudrun's talked about this a little bit. There's the booth. We were busy the whole time. It was so inspiring to be there. There was a lot of collaboration, a lot of networking that happened. But it was just awesome. Like, we had such a good time. I felt so inspired. Picked up some other little crafts and things to do, which was very fun. Just something a little different for me. But yeah, we had a great time.
That's, from what you told me, it seemed like so much fun and like so many different products that are so cool. And
yes.
Sorry, I'm still having mic problems. Hopefully it's fixed. We're good now?
We're good. Oh, good, good. Yeah, Melissa Gilbert from Little House on the Prairie was there, and so that was really fun to listen to her talk and tell some behind-the-scenes stories of her time on the set.
That's so cool.
And with Michael Landon and all of her experiences. So that was really awesome. She has a fabric line coming out. I believe we're getting it in September. It's a beautiful, softer line, but really pretty colors, like not your traditional Little House on the Prairie kind of colors. It's kind of a take on that, but it's so much more than that.
That's
and
really cool.
So it was really fun to hear her talk about how she designed that line, and more will be coming in from her, I guess. So that was cool.
Yeah, that's really great.
Yes.
Okay, we have winners from last month. So last month's question was, what exercises do you do? Because I think it was like National Exercise Day.
Oh yeah, we talked about you walking 100 miles a day.
If only. But yeah, so we have wonderful winners. Our first winner is Cindy Korn. She said she does Pilates 3 times a week religiously.
Nice.
Which Pilates is something I really, really want to do, but it's expensive and it's hard to find time.
Yeah.
So good for you, Cindy. Our next winner is Terry Amberger. She does walking and keeping away from the alligators.
Oh.
So good luck. I
Right.
hope you're still with us.
She must be
They
in the
didn't get you.
Florida area.
Well, that's so weird because I looked her up. I looked you up, Terry, and I saw that your address is in Indiana. So I need to know more about this.
I do too.
I hope you don't have alligators in Indiana, but best wishes if you do. That sounds dangerous. Our third winner is Mary Panconen. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Sure.
She said her favorite exercise routine is Pilates and also anything that gets me outside, even mowing the lawn. So,
Yeah.
which is, anything that gets you moving is exercise. So
Right.
It's good for you.
Right.
So good job. Thank
Cool,
you
cool.
for participating. And later in the show, we will have another question. And
Yes,
if you
another chance to win.
Yeah, if you answer on Facebook and YouTube, you have a chance to win a charm pack. So,
Yes.
so please participate. But
Yeah. So next is our favorite things, and right now my favorite thing is the By Annie's Basting Tape. It's a double-sided basting tape. It is like, what, an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/16 of an inch?
It's very thin.
Very thin, but it's perfect. Like, I used it to adhere my zipper before I put my zipper into this bag I'll be showing you a little bit later, and it was just so much easier. I can't even begin to tell you. It was, yeah, I'm a big fan. So, yay, By Annie.
I've never used basting tape, but I have basted. And I think the tape would probably be a better bet.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yes. Yep, sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just quicker and easier and more accurate.
Yeah.
I feel like we can reposition it and
Just easier to deal with.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, so my pick of the week is the 60-degree ruler by Creative Grids. I did not use it on the Jewel. I used it on another quilt that I'm working on. So this one was perfect for, I'm making the Kite Runner, and it was
yes.
perfect for it. It has the flat tip so that you don't have to deal with the dog ears. That's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
When you're doing that. So yeah, it was really nice. It was perfect for the project. Couldn't ask for anything better. so yeah, it's a great ruler. And of course,
Wonderful.
Creative Grids. You can't
Yeah.
beat them. They're the
Yeah.
best on there on the market.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, and what are you making?
Oh yeah. Well, not with this ruler, but for a quilt I wish I could make if I had the time. I really love the vintage bundle. It's super cute. I love the colors. They go well together. And it's just like festive without being over the top. So, and I really like the smaller scale. Yep, I couldn't think of the word, thank you. The smaller scale in the fabric, and that is perfect for smaller pieces. So I really like the Roxanne pattern to go with it, and that way,
Yeah, that will be a good one.
yeah, you won't lose any of the fabric really, and so it matches perfect, or goes with it perfectly. And then as the background, I had the grunge vanilla for the white, the overhead. So yeah, I think that goes really great with the fabric, and I'll quick show you the fabric. I'm all out of sorts right now, so forgive me. All right, so just a quick run through. I believe this is called like bunting. Is that what it is? Right? It's really pretty. And then this lighter blue kind of teal, I don't know what you would call it, but with the X's, it adds a lot of like movement in it. And then this one, I don't know if you can see, but it's like little flowers. None of those are directional really. And then we have typography. Love a good typography. I don't think it would matter if it was upside down or sideways.
Right, yeah.
'Cause it's so little that it just looks great. And then we added in some grunge for an additional red.
I think that's cherry.
Yeah, I think so
Grunge
too. I
cherry.
think it's grunge cherry. And then another one with the X's. And then a different type of typography. And more typography. I just like the different types of typography. Yeah,
Gives it such good texture and
it
depth.
really does. And then this is all numbers, little numbers. And then more bunting. And then, I don't know what to call that, but I like it.
Yeah.
And then the last, this is a really, I think it's black or a very, very dark navy that goes with it as well. And like I said, the grunge vanilla is kind of that perfect background accent color.
Yeah, this is a perfect fabric line for that Roxanne pattern.
Yeah, Roxanne or Saga, anything that requires small pieces, so you won't really lose much. So yeah, that is what I'm thinking about.
Awesome.
How about you?
I am working on you want to go to the, well, you can show the wheel or go to the overhead, or I don't know. There we go. I am working on, and now I totally forgot the name of the line. Help me out.
Juliet.
Juliet. Oh, I like this line.
It's so pretty.
It is. So I am making a Juliet. There's a couple of extra pictures of it with the fabric pull from before. I love the flowers in it, and then just the tone on tone with the daisies. And then I'm going to make a Katie. We haven't had a Katie floating around here lately,
we
or a new
haven't.
Katie. So I am going to make a Katie. Wish me luck.
I really like the Katie. I think it's doesn't get enough recognition. So
Right. Yeah.
it's a good one, and I think I haven't made it yet. I think it would come together really quickly.
Yeah.
So,
We're hoping.
yeah.
I like when quilts come together quickly.
Yes, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So, temperature quilts. How are you guys doing on yours? We want to see them on Facebook, please.
I'm not doing so well.
Kara's a little bit behind.
I'm
but
still
not-
stuck in February.
That's okay. That's
No,
okay.
February. I got March done.
Yeah. you
Okay,
are
I'm
March.
still.
You just need April.
I just need April.
Yeah. See, you're fine. You're fine. I did get April done, and
I wasn't impressed because I came one day and all of a sudden her April was done, and I'm like, what? When am I going to get mine done?
it'll happen.
Yeah, we're kind of in competition, not really, but
She'll beat me at everything else.
no.
But yeah, so my temperature quilt's coming along. I got through April, like I said. So I think after June, I want to start piecing the rows, together. For some reason, I don't know if it's just me or if this is the right way or if everyone's like this. I like to start in the middle and then
yeah.
move out. So I'll do it that way. But yeah, it's coming along, looking good. I'm very happy with
Yeah,
it.
it's really pretty.
Like we say every month, it's so much easier than we expected and
Yeah.
faster than we expected. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. It's
Yeah.
good. I want to show you some other people's temperature quilts. So if GP could find those, that'd be great. So these were submitted through Facebook. This is Diane C's temperature quilt. It looks great. Let's see. Next up is Joan. Sorry. Joan's temperature quilt. Both of those ladies are doing the different backgrounds as well, which is awesome and crazy, but awesome.
Yeah.
And next up is a Nancy C. I love that black. It really makes those pop.
Yeah.
And it's a great name.
Yeah.
And then we have Janice R. Again, doing the different backgrounds. Yeah, looks
And
great. Lots of yellows in hers. Must be pretty temperate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think our last one is Tracy. And I saw her post this, and I absolutely adore that background. It's so cool. So much texture and movement to it. It looks great.
Yeah.
So thank you all for
Yeah, these are just
posting.
fun to see. So thank you.
Yeah. So, and if you are making progress on yours, we'd love to see it. There's a hashtag GETempQuilt. So it'd be great
Yeah.
if you could use that.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh.
Yeah. Questions? Is Katie a standalone?
It is a standalone pattern, yes.
Yep. Any other questions?
Once in a while we get to sew at work. Not very often. If we're doing something for work,
Yes, then
Yeah.
we sew at work. But
Yeah.
if it's not work related, then no.
yeah. Yeah, it doesn't, we are so busy, we don't get very many opportunities.
Yeah.
So when we get to go into the classroom to sew for just a little bit, it's kind of a treat.
It is. It is. Getting ready to help a granddaughter make her first quilt for 4-H this year. Any good tips for teaching?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Good for her. I hope it's a great experience. I would say lower your expectations as far as progress. I didn't catch how old she is, if that was on there, but the younger they are, the shorter spurts of time they're willing to do. So Elsa, after maybe 15 minutes, she complains her leg hurts from pushing the foot pedal, you know, hard work. Have snacks that aren't messy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because then they don't have to get up all the time and
Yeah.
have
Make
excuses. And then I would say have stools for pressing and
Oh,
cutting if they're going to
sure.
cut, just to help get that leverage and
Stools
then-
to stand on,
Yes,
not
yeah.
to sit on.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
And then
that's smart too. Yeah, I think
Elsa-
you did that here with
with
when you
Elsa,
had Elsa. Yeah.
And then she is also very short, my Elsa is, and so I have to put the foot pedal on a box,
Oh,
so she's not
these
stretching.
are great tips. You should like write a blog. Seriously,
I
like
don't
those
know.
are things I would have never thought
I'm no
of.
expert, but
No, you've trial and error maybe, but no,
yeah.
these are good.
yeah, it'll probably take a lot longer than you expect, so keep that in mind. But good for you guys. I'm excited to see
Yes,
it.
that's
I hope you
an
post
awesome experience for both of you.
it. Yeah. Anything else, GP? All right. Perfect. All right. So we just talked about temperature quilts. We have a big-ish holiday coming up.
Well, yeah.
Father's Day.
Father's Day is
Good old
around the
Father's
corner.
Day.
Perfect time to get some projects done for them. So we have some ideas for you.
Yeah.
And we'd like to share that. First, Nancy's got,
My jewel.
yes.
Behind me. Oops, there we go. So I finished that one for my dad. He doesn't know about it. I don't think he knows I do this show. So I'm not concerned that he's seeing this. But so I used the Cedarcrest Falls bundle, and I didn't add any extra fabric. That was kind of nice that I didn't have to worry about accents or backgrounds. And I really like it. It's very watercolory, very pretty and relaxing. So yeah, we got some great pictures of it out in nature. And for the backing, I'm very excited about the backing. I did
It
end
was
up
perfect.
yeah, I did end up using Minky, and I used the Minky or Lux Cuddle Galaxy Lake is the official name of it, and it's varying blues in the back, and it's perfect. Looks like a lake, and there's also a Galaxy Camo that would work too. I was trying to decide between the two. On the website, the camo looks a lot darker than it is. Just be aware, but it works really well with that bundle as well.
Nice.
And then the binding, I'm a big fan of scrappy bindings, and so I just chose 3 fabrics that were similar in color, like blues, and just used that and altered them.
Yeah,
whatever.
That's great.
But yeah, so I'm excited about it. It's super comfy. I think he'll love it.
Yeah.
Another quilt I'm working on is for Matt. I gave him explicit instructions not to watch today unless he wants to ruin his gift. So if you're watching, Matt, it's your fault. I am making him a Kite Runner. And so a Kite Runner is a PDF pattern, only available in PDF. It was originally published in the Goodwin's book, Big Blocks, Big Style.
Yes.
But that is discontinued. So that is the Kite Runner. I fell in love with this. I think I saw it like the day I interviewed, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I've been in love with it ever since.
Wow.
So yeah, I am making it out of Verdigris, and I think it really looks great. I love it. I'm excited about it. For that sashing, I am using...
you can go to the next slide, Keithley. There we go. Or
There we go.
Mr. GP. Hope I did it.
Uh-oh. For the sashing, I'm using Verdigris Sullivan newsprint, which is like a light gray.
So those 2 1 yards on the picture right there are her 2.
My 2. And then, so that's going to be the narrow border and the sashing. And then the large border is going to be, what is it called? Verdigris Parkdale Patina. So I really liked that graffiti kind of style, and so I think Matt will too. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. I'm almost done. Just need to add those 2 borders. Get it quilted.
It looks great.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Awesome.
You better like it. And that is the quilt that I'm using the 60-degree ruler on.
Yes.
So, and it's been super helpful. Oh, another note about the Kite Runner. I believe the pattern was made before the point trimmers. And so I was debating on if I would bother, because I was like, oh, it's a lot, not a lot, but it's some extra work to cut those points off. So I made 2 of the blocks without the point trimmers, and I seam ripped so much, just trying to get those to line up right. And then I was like, slow is fast, and fast is slow.
Yeah.
So I ended up trimming all the points, and it came together perfectly. So yeah, so no regrets with that. Highly recommend the point trimmers as well. So we also brainstormed some different ideas. If you didn't want to commit to a full quilt, understandable. Another idea was a remote caddy that you could make for your armchair, his armchair. And I think the second one, the smaller sewing organizer, that's what the original pattern is, would work really great. So this pattern is from Fast and Furious Season 3, Trimester 2. Sewing organizer. You can either buy the whole trimester or just this pattern. It's a video and PDF pattern. And I have it on the overhead too, if you want to show it, Mr. GP. So yeah, you can drape it over the armchair or the couch, stuff your remotes in there, keep track of them. I know that is a huge issue in our house, especially with the kids, is keeping track of that remote. So I think it's a great idea. Use some masculine fabrics or fabrics that match your living room, and it'd be great.
Yes.
And then another Father's Day idea is the tablet case from Advent 2023. I think it was our first project we had.
Yep.
And you can size it to match your tablet size or your laptop. And so it's really great. It's really pretty. That cork is awesome. We have different colors as well.
I know Michael made one, but he made one for his laptop. So he sized up just a tiny bit, but he puts his laptop in there. He uses it every day here at work. So
yeah,
they're very handy and do a good job protecting.
Yeah, and that wool is really padded. So.
And it's easy to sew with. I've been having so much fun sewing with it. I've made a bag. I also used some cork in a project that I'll show you in just a minute.
Yeah, and you made a big bag too.
I did make a big bag, yeah.
So it's a great fabric.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. So anyway, what ideas do you have?
Well, Colleen was busy in the classroom making an inga, and she was making her inga Do you want to? Yeah. So she made an Inga. Inga is in the Stripology Mixology 3 book. So here is just a shot of the design wall with her quilt up there that she's making. I love it.
It's great.
This is a great masculine line, and so it's just, yeah, it's beautiful. A close-up of one of the blocks. Yeah. So if you want to go to the overhead, Mr. GP, I'll quick put the fabrics down. And you can take a peek at all of them together again to see what we have going on here. So we've got this stripe with some of the different tones in it. And then this is kind of a faint tone-on-tone plaid, diagonal plaid.
And there's a little bit of like turquoise bluey in there.
Yes. Then we've got some circles, dots in a teal, and then we've got tone-on-tone in that teal. Then we have some white with the colors here in the circles.
Kind of bringing it all together too.
Another tone-on-tone with the dot.
And this is what she used for the accent.
Yes, and she pulled this one out. So these aren't in the block. So this is the accent, and then she used the rest. Here, again, here's the diagonal plaid, tone-on-tone with just some faint little browns and darker grays in there. And then we have another one of these stripes. Another of the dots. This is just a darker version. This is more teal here. This has kind of got the gray-black background. We have this. What is this?
Textured
squares. There we go.
Sounds good.
Brown tone-on-tone circles. And then this one, again, is another different texture. It's got some stripes. You could use this a lot of fun ways, cutting this up. And this is also in the blocks. And then because she is using this for the accent and she took this out, then she added in a grunge peacock for a little more fabric, and it works. I mean, you can just see it blends so nicely in with this.
And in the quilt, it's a nice place to kind of rest your eyes. And it's perfect.
Yep. So, Mr. HP, what do you think about this line?
I don't know what Mr. HP thinks.
Mr. GP, oh, I give up. Can I just call you Geesley? It makes my life easier.
It is easier.
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot? Did you say that?
Yeah, I do too. It's got some texture, it's got some movement, and it is more masculine. So this has just been a fun one. I really like how her quilt turned out. And then
Urban
vibes.
Yes.
Thank you. What did I say? Did I say? I didn't say anything. Okay. Thank you, Mufta.
Urban Vibes, Inga, Stripology Mixology 3.
Yes.
There we go.
So that was what Colleen was working on for a Father's Day gift. And then I pulled out the License to Carry line. This one was a controversial line.
I guess
People
so.
didn't like the name, but it's all cute. Based on barbershop. Ooh, thank you,
that sort of
Mr. GP.
You almost said HP.
I did almost say HP again. Oofda. So this one is just really fun. It's just a small little line. It's on sale right now as well. But it was fun. I made a Trixie out of this, and that is in the Stripology Mixology 2. Just go with Mr. P. You're safe for all producers. I love it. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm going to because I give up.
Yep, there's too many.
This line has got, like you can see, just the different sashings or stripes that I put in here. And then I pulled a grunge nocturne as that accent stripe. And then I also grabbed and used Provisions Sienna and the Jot Dot Gold as the two other colors, because I used the two navies that are in the line, and then added the Provision Sienna and the Jot Dot Gold for this one.
Yeah. Will you use that stripe, the diagonal stripe, as
yes,
lighting?
that's Yeah, because that just seems will finish it off, and
Yeah,
it's
and it's
so
so perfect.
classic for a barber shop. Yeah, and my husband is very obsessed with his hair. This is just something about him. He has always paid more attention to his hair than I've paid attention to mine. He spends more money on hair product. He spends more money
has a blow
going to
dryer,
the
right?
barbers. He does have a blow dryer.
And you don't?
I don't blow dry my hair. He is much more high maintenance when it comes to that.
He has great hair, though.
Well, he's
Good
yeah.
job, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. So this line was perfect for him. And then speaking of the wool that I was using in making a bag, I just made a couple of bags out of the wool. What's the word? What kind of bag am I?
Oh,
Like a shaving kit.
shaving kit, yes.
Thank you. Shaving kits or just small travel bags. Put those together quickly. I used some of our cork and yeah, whip those together. Like they were just so fun and quick and
Yeah.
easy to make.
Yeah, you whipped them up like nothing.
Yeah, they were fun.
And you used the basting tape for that zipper.
I did, yeah. So it was great.
That's cute. I really like
Yes.
those. I also learned that those are sometimes called DAP kits.
Oh, yes.
I don't know why.
What does that stand for? Does anybody know? I don't know what that means. Do you guys know what DOP kit is? Or what that's represents?
No.
Anybody saying anything? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know why it has that name.
Yeah.
But shaving kit is
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. That's what I know.
Yeah.
Toiletry bag. There we
Yeah.
go. That's another one.
Yep.
But yeah, these are just some of our ideas. That was the
Father's Day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hopefully it'll give you some ideas if you want to make something
yeah,
special.
we've got some great fabric lines, lots of masculine fabric lines. We have a couple others out there too.
military
It's a
term.
military term. Okay, thank you.
According to Cheryl.
Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. Yes. So, what do we have going on? Oh, no, we have
No,
to do
we
our
have to-
question.
Yes, our question of the month.
Yes.
Kara.
I'm sorry.
All right. So since today is Be a Good Neighbor Day,
Yeah.
is that it? National Be a Good Neighbor.
Help your neighbors, whatever.
Help your neighbor.
Yeah.
We want to know, what have you done to help your neighbor, or what has your neighbor done to help you?
Yes.
We would love to know. Please let us know on Facebook or YouTube, and we will pull our winners from there. So we'll have 3 winners next month, and they will get. Oh, sorry, we saw Mr. KP running. But anyway, let us know they answered your question, and we'll pick winners from there.
Oh, is KP wearing his bucket hat? He sure is. This is another project you could make for Father's
There
Day.
he
Is
goes.
the bucket hat.
Looking great. You look good. So that bucket hat was featured on a One Yard Wednesday,
Yeah, about a month ago, I think.
roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the link to the pattern is somewhere on our site.
We'll make sure it's in our blog from
Yes.
the show today. We have the Stripology block of the month was shown this past Tuesday, so make sure you download the next one for that. Then we also had London Calling came out yesterday for those of you doing the mystery block of the month. Tent sale, we are really excited. Some of you that have maybe watched the Tipsy Tuesday show this past week heard all of the good bits and pieces about what's going to be happening at the Fam Fest this year.
Yep.
So make sure to join us September 12th through the 14th. It's going to be a great time. We've
Yeah.
got classes, we've got some people coming in to do some demos. We have some exciting trunk shows that'll be happening.
There's a Paisley Park
There's
tour.
a Paisley Park tour. We'll do a night with Kirk and Mr. HP.
Yeah.
Well,
A night with
Kirk.
Gudrun and Mr. HB. Yeah,
As
whatever.
soon as I said, oh,
I
okay.
drank too much already.
Right. Anyway, so then that will be happening at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater on Friday night. So
Yeah,
that'll be a
yeah.
good time.
If you have any questions about that, I would first recommend watching Tuesday's show, last Tuesday's show, and otherwise let us know if you have any questions. We're happy to help.
Yes.
So.
And last, we are headed to the Minnesota Quilt Show that will be in Duluth on June 13th through the 15th. Oh, it's good that the show is almost over. It's been a rough one this time.
It's okay. Whatever.
When's our next show?
Our next show is June 20th at 9:30 a.m. And then tomorrow is Happy Friday.
Yes.
So I'm
Well,
doing
make sure you
Gudrun with Happy
tune
Friday.
in.
It'll be great. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, is there any other questions or
No?
anything?
You guys are good?
Thanks for being patient and sticking with us, ladies. It's been a rough one. Have a great weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.